Hi, hello, my guys. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Way Kicks. Wow, the transfer window is sitting up as usual, man. And as you can see, I'm putting on an Ajax jersey, and Chelsea are expecting a special player from Ajax currently right now. And as you can see, we are talking about the best club in the world right now. I'm just saying though, but it's really hitting up between Hato and Chelsea, and it's getting closer and closer. But let's talk about let's start with another player right now. Let's start with Renato Veiga. All right. I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I spoke about Renato Veiga very close to joining Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid started conversation, wanting to like take him, and all of a sudden everything just changed. Now, what happened? Now, if you're new to this channel, you know what to do. Join the family, hit the like button, subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell, join this family, always share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about each stories I'm going to give today. Now, Renato Veiga was very close, very, very close to joining Atletico Madrid. Personal terms have been agreed, conversation has been going on, negotiations have been going on. So what happened, to Renato Veiga's move to Atletico Madrid? Now, according to Luca Bandoni, he said Atletico Madrid had an offer in for Renato Veiga, but Chelsea's rigid approach in talks led to the club to go all out to get David Hancko. So, David Hancko has agreed to join Atletico Madrid. Now, David Hancko is a defender who came from Feyenoord, all right? He was very close to joining Al Nassr. In fact, the deal was good as done, with Al Nassr in that's Ronaldo's club in Saudi. But all of a sudden, I was just hearing now that, like, not quite long during the course of the day, that Renato Veiga's move to Atletico Madrid is off, and Atletico Madrid moves for Hancko is done. Like, how did this happen within few minutes or within few hours? Now, the fact is, Chelsea were not budging in on less than 30 million, for Renato Veiga. Atletico Madrid were offering something close to 30 million euros, and Chelsea wants 30 million pounds minimum, then 35 million pounds in add-ons. Now, Chelsea directors needs to understand that clubs are watching, all right? They know that we need to get rid of players. So they actually want to take advantage of that fact. Say, Chelsea, they know we have plenty players right now. We have to sell. They know we have to sell. So the fact is, whenever you are having a conversation or a negotiation with another club, you have to come to a middle ground. We bought Renato Veiga for 12 million euros or 12 million pounds. Less. Now you want 3 times that amount. All right. Now it is understandable, all right, that yes, the player has good potential to actually play better. He played for Juventus last season and all of that. Yes, I understand. But when you keep pricing out players move like this to those kind of clubs, it really doesn't make sense. Yes, maybe the owners or the directors understand that last season it was the issue of Joao Felix and Atletico Madrid. Atletico sold 52 million for Chelsea, 2 million euros, and Chelsea sold 40 something for Gallagher. Probably they were not having that good relationship with them at the time. But trust me, it's a sad one for Veiga, because he wanted to go to Atletico Madrid. He believes that if he goes there, he could actually do better there and make a name for himself. According to Fabrizio, he said Atletico Madrid signed David Hancko from Feyenoord for 30 million fixed fee, the same amount they are offering Chelsea. All right. Now, contracts also agreed with defender after Al Nassr deal collapsed. So Al Nassr deal collapsed. Now it was not meant for him to make another move, and he went to Atletico. So it's not a bad move for him. Congratulations to Hancko. But Chelsea needs to understand something, that you cannot keep pricing your asset out of the move. He has not really showcased. Veiga now, he has not really showcased what he's worth in the open market. Like, he has not won trophies. He has not. So he's still a developing talent. I understand, but still, you need to come to a common ground when negotiating or when putting value on the particular player. But that being said, tell me what you think about this Renato Veiga's move, failed move. Tell me what you think about Hancko's move, just an immediate move, to Atletico Madrid. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Now let's move forward as quick as possible. Now, let's move to the current story for the day, about about Hato. Now it says Chelsea are in advanced talk, according to Ben Jacobs. Chelsea are in advanced talk for Jarel Hato after agreeing terms with the defender earlier today. So Chelsea have actually agreed personal terms with Hato. Like I spoke the other day, it follows a French approach last week. Ajax originally asked for 50 million pounds. That's 60 million euros thereabout, but Chelsea are optimistic of getting a deal for less. Hato made it clear he wants to join Chelsea. So first thing is the player agreeing to join Chelsea. Now let's move on. Let's move on to other tweets. We're going to read like 3 tweets concerning this deal, then we can now analyze it. Now, according to Fabrizio, it says Chelsea have reached an agreement on personal terms with Jarel Hato, so it was confirming the previous news. The defender have asked to leave Ajax. Negotiations are advancing, and a fee of around 34 million is being discussed. 34 million is being discussed. Now, another tweet again. Jarel Hato could be a year we go very soon. He has asked Ajax to join Chelsea. He wants the Chelsea project as soon as possible. Xavi Simons also close to Chelsea. Conversations on the way with the player. Now, Ajax have inquired about Ishe Samuel Smith. So we're going to link all of this together. One more tweet, then we analyze it. Now, Chelsea have finalized a deal for Jarel Hato for 40 million plus 3 million in bonuses. So what this means in essence is at the end of the day, the deal is going to drop down from that 50 million asking price from Ajax. Is going to drop down to at least 30-35 million pounds. And I think that is a very good deal for Chelsea because this is a very good, promising player who is also 19 years old. He is the current first choice left back now in Netherlands national team. So you could see that he has a ceiling ahead of him. He is the captain of the Ajax team. He's just still 19. He will be a very, very good cover for Cucurella. If you have watched this guy play, if you have watched this, you could see the confidence he actually possesses. He possesses so much of confidence going forward. Defensively, is versatile. Like I always say, Chelsea want versatility in either positions you're playing. Whether you're playing in defense, you're playing in attack, you're playing in midfield, you should be versatile in trying to cover other positions when that player is probably not available. Now, for Hato, he can play left back, he can play left wing back, he can also play in the midfield and also left-sided defense. So that is a very good deal for Chelsea. This will be a very good cover for Cucurella because Cucurella has also been overworked. Cucurella, most of times of the season, have played numerous games over and over and over and over and over again. There's nobody. See, Cucurella is the only player in Chelsea right now that doesn't have a cover. Every other person has somebody who could cover them when they're probably, maybe suspended or injured or whatever, or maybe fatigue or something, or overplayed or overworked. Every other player in the squad have that person that could cover them, but it's only Cucurella. So he needs this kind of quality. This is a quality. This Hato is a kind of player I could rely on to play for Chelsea when maybe Cucurella is injured or whatever, or is carded or something in the Champions League. And I will beat my heart for him that he could represent very well. The Ajax Academy, we have always known them to be one of the best in the world, and they produce talents every single season. But trust me, this guy is quality, he's talented, his crosses are good, his confidence is there, he could take shot, he could, one-on-one, 1v1 against any defender, he could hold his own. Defensively, he's solid. So this is the kind of player. I've always said that once you need a cover for any position, especially defense, all right, or even midfield or even attack, but once we need a cover in defense like we're talking about right now, you don't need to go out and spend too much money on that player or something. 30 million, 35 is good in today's market. It's good. How much did you buy Cucurella for? Almost 70 million euros at the time. Yes, I remember, from Brighton. So if you could get Hato for anything less than 40 million euros, I think that's a good quality to have as a cover up in defense. How much are Newcastle pricing Livramento? 64 million for Man City. So this is a very, very good buy for me. And also in return, Ajax are also asking for Ishe Samuel Smith. Now, I would have wanted Diego Moreira from Strasbourg or Ishe Samuel Smith from the academy to cover up Cucurella, but there's a little an academy player in defense could do when it comes to reliability. Why? Because this guy is still inexperienced. He still needs game time. He still needs to develop and all of that. This is the rightful place to go, Ajax, and develop yourself. Chelsea can add a buyback clause. Chelsea can have a first refusal clause in his deal. This is what we need, So according to Bobby Vincent, say Ajax have inquired to Chelsea about the Samuel Smith deal, who is in talks over a permanent move to Strasbourg, but no formal approach as of yet. If he doesn't go to Strasbourg, I think he should go to Ajax. That is the perfect way for him to develop, perfect way for him to get better, perfect way for him to, get to his, mature as a player. And at the end of the day, probably come back to Chelsea and, get better, or probably, take your space as the number one left back. But to me, if there's a player that can cover up Cucurella, there's a player that can challenge Cucurella, I think Hato actually fits that bill. So you can go check him out, check his clips and everything. I think Hato is that player to go, for. So Chelsea are still also keeping tabs on Xavi Simons also. So there was a tweet yesterday that said Chelsea Leipzig are interested in Carney Chukwuemeka from Chelsea. So that probably makes it even more easier, to get Xavi Simons. So if you're interested in Chukwuemeka, Chelsea wants to sell Chukwuemeka. Now, the thing is just to balance it. You give me this amount, let's swap players, or probably you buy this and I buy this from you, then we'll agree on a deal. The most easiest deal to do is when a club is interested in your own player and you are interested in their own player. That is the easiest deal to do, because once they value theirs, you value yours, you make a difference, and the deal is easy, to actually, work on. So now, according to Matt Law, it says sources are confident Chelsea can strike a deal to sign Xavi Simons, but they are also retain interest in Andrea Garnacho and Morgan. So if Chelsea signs Simons, there's also a possibility that Morgan Rogers or Garnacho might still come in. Like I've always said, I think Xavi Simons is being signed as a Parma understudy. That's what I think. But also he's versatile. He can also play either wings. He can play on the wings. He can play anywhere. But I don't think it's needed for Chelsea to still sign another player, but the directors know better, and let's see how that goes. So that being said, let me know what you think about Jarel Hato. Do you think he's the best player for Cucurella understudy? Do you think he's the best player that can challenge Cucurella? Also, let me know what you think about Leipzig and Chukwuemeka thing. I think they are interested in Chukwuemeka, and Chelsea are also interested in Xavi Simons. So that being said, share your thoughts in the comments also. Let me say Rashford has been unveiled as a Barcelona player, and he has picked the number 14 jersey. What a move for him. Congratulations to him. Despite all he has faced in Manchester United, at the end of the day, he still, got a better club. He still got a very good club in Barcelona. He's going to stay there for 1 year. Barcelona are going to take care of all his wages and everything. So let's just see how that deal goes. I hope he does well. I hope he plays well. It might not be a starter, but I think with the way the team is being structured, with the kind of coach Barcelona have, I think Rashford is going to try, because the coach is going to get the best out of him. That coach as a coach, always demands the best out of players. You have to overwork, you have to work yourself, for you to actually get, results, and with the way their players are actually flying, I think Rashford can actually get playing time and he would do well over there at Barcelona. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to Barcelona for getting a very, very good quality player in Marcus Rashford. Manchester United training ground and the whole environment wasn't really okay for him at the time, after all those issues and everything. So he just needs to find a new place to go settle in and everything. So tell me what you think about all these stories. Tell me what you think about Jarel Hato, Renato Veiga. Tell me what you think about all of them, Marcus Rashford and everybody. Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're new to this channel, hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell. Join this family. Until I come away again next time, I remain your boy Mike Way. Stay cool. Cheers.